Welcome to First Look, coming to you from Fox Raceway here in Southern California. This week we have a special guest. We don't have to surmise how the track might be because we could just ask Sophia here. She just got done racing round 1 of WMX. How was your race and how was the track?
Oh man, it was such an awesome race, and I guess I should say for myself, I kind of wanted to do better, but I don't have any complaints. I rode as hard as I could, and I did 6-7 for 7th overall. The girls are ripping. They're just fast, plain and simple, and that's good because we need a fast field of women out here if we want to see this sport grow, especially on the women's side. So yeah, great race as far as WMX goes on my end. The track was way cool. If you've been here to Fox Raceway before, honestly, it was very similar to a typical day at Paula, or here in Paula, California, where the track gets rough, very choppy. Some ruts in some corners, but other corners are flat, so that presents a new challenge that not every track presents. Some tracks you go around, there's a rut in every single corner, you know? And then there's other tracks where there are no ruts at all, and here you get some of both. So setting up your suspension for that and your bike and just preparing yourself for that is a little bit difficult.
Michaela Mielen was especially good today. She comes from the off-road segment. She really kind of put her stamp on it in that second moto. Do you think that's because the track had changed so much after the guys had gone out for their press rides?
I do believe that played a part in it. I'm sure some of it is because the track got so rough. Going into any corner, there was braking bumps all the way across for many, many yards beforehand. And that is pretty similar to what she's seeing in off-road. If you go to an off-road race, it's not always a groomed course. You're out in some crazy wilderness land. I don't even know. She's amazing. But I talked to her beforehand and she said that she was very much riding the edges of the track and finding lines that maybe other girls weren't seeing. And she believes that that's one thing that helped her a lot in coming to the win here. And I'm sure we'll see some of that tomorrow, probably from riders that are very good at looking up, scanning the track, and finding spots that are a little bit smoother because this track gets choppy.
She looked like she looked very fresh afterwards. She looked like she had another 30+2 in her after that race.
And I'm sure it's because at the off-road races, she does 2-hour motos. That's how long they are. And so 2 15-minute plus a lap that's light work for Michaela Mielen.
So for 250s, it sure feels like, especially after Supercross, it feels like we've got kind of Degan versus the world here. Everybody wants to beat Degan. Everybody wants to win the championship, but everybody also wants to beat Degan too. What do you think about Degan versus the opposition?
Well, we've seen in the past that he does very well when he's in this sort of situation. The pressure doesn't really seem to get to him that much. He's been in the limelight a lot of his life. So him coming here and everybody's, spotlights on him, I think that's probably pretty normal for him. So I would say that he's probably going to ride this just like he does any other race. And
home race.
Yeah, not to mention, you're right, he grew up here in Southern California, so I'm sure he has plenty of hours on this track, and I don't see it being a problem for him.
My favorite part about the way that Degan rides, the fans don't always get to see it, but even on press day in Supercross, press day in motocross, he's got that thing pinned up against the stops every single time he rides. He never stops, and I'm sure we've got some footage of it today. He's whipping it, he's pinned, he just rides so hard, and it's easy to be a fan of that part of him.
Yes, it's super exciting to watch. If you love the sound of dirt bikes, then you got to be watching him because you're going to hear it nonstop. Like you're saying, he's not a quiet, gentle rider by any means. It's very entertaining, and it makes me wonder how often they have to do top ends on those bikes with how he rides them.
As far as the 450s go, how many champs do we've got? Eli Tomac, 4-time champ. Prado, the reigning GP champ. We've got Jet Lawrence. He's coming back after injury, had an undefeated season. Chase Sexton, reigning champion. I cannot wait to see these four champs go at it. I'm especially excited about the world champ versus Sexton. I don't even remember the last time we've had that.
I totally agree with you that that's going to be very interesting watching Prado versus Sexton. Not to mention, as you were saying, Jet Lawrence and Eli Tomac, who have crazy resumes as well. We have such a stacked gate, and I haven't seen something like this since Probably since Anaheim won, because, you know, it was pretty similar there. We are so lucky in 2025 to have all of these guys on the gate, and man, it's going to make for a great season.
There's more champs on the gate than there are podium spots.
It's going to be so exciting, and I honestly hope that all of them get incredible starts all right next to each other so we can just watch some incredible battles unfold. And I hope as well that there are plenty of lines developed on the track, because that makes for the best battles. And I think we have a track here that can provide for that.
As always, First Look is presented by 60 Helmets. 60 Helmets is dedicated to the relentless pursuit of brain protection. 60's patented omni-directional suspension technology provides protection capabilities unmatched by any other helmet design. Now, let's catch some interviews and see some raw riding.
All right, Levi, well, we are tableside right now after this press conference, just having a bite, but just talk to me, how's the prep been? How's it been being back on the bike, and how long have you been back on the bike now?
It's been pretty good. I've been back on the bike for like maybe 8 weeks. Well, maybe a little longer, maybe like 9 or 10, I don't know. But it's been solid. The last 2 or 3 have been really good, like no pain anymore. So, yeah, it was my first back injury, so it's a little bit tough, you know, at times. Like just certain things would hurt it, but overall, I feel really strong, and I'm just excited to line back up again.
Awesome. And then you've been training in Florida, correct? So how's the heat prep been and all that for outdoors? Are you doing any hoodie motos or anything?
No, you do not need a hoodie out there, dude. It feels unreal here compared to Florida. So, yeah, I think anybody who's in Florida right now will be just fine for outdoors, because it's been pretty warm and humid. So, yeah, I feel pretty strong.
Well, going to last week, we had those stopwatch nationals. Amazing result. How was that, man? Like, how's just the whole prep been for outdoors?
It's been fun. I started riding outdoors like with 2 rounds to go in Supercross. I was a little burnt on Supercross at the end, so wanted to change it up, ride outdoors. That was fun. And then, yeah, I didn't really take any break. I raced Thursday after Salt Lake, raced on Saturday. So really no weekend off at all. And it was honestly a good test for me to see where the bike was, where I was. I haven't raced outdoors in a minute. So, dude, it was really fun. It was just fun to like win something again. Like I hadn't won anything in years, so I was like, damn, that's nice. You know, I got the whole shot. I had clear air. Hadn't done that in a long time too, so it was really, really fun. I had a good time. I wish there was more of that stuff we could do. Now the schedule's so tight. You literally have to take your only weekend off and race if you want to do that. But I'm glad I went. I'm glad I went. It was cool. And yeah, I'm just excited for tomorrow to go have some fun, open it up a little bit, and see where we're at.
Cool. And then for you, any particular round you're looking forward to this summer?
I always like the, obviously Redbud's sick as hell, just USA as hell. You know, it's like just a really, really fun race. But there's a lot of these races I haven't raced on a 450. You know, it's going to be my first go at racing a lot of these on a big bike. So I'm looking forward to all of them. I mean, it'll be fun, different. I've only raced 3 outdoors on a 450 ever, period. So a lot of these are going to be new, and I'm excited for that.
Cool. And then last thing, sorry, new teammate this summer, Benoit Petrel. Have you been riding at all with him? And how's that French-English barrier? I don't know if you can speak English that well.
Yeah, it's been kind of funny. I didn't know Benoit at all beforehand. I obviously knew him as like a fan of MXGP. So I knew who he was, but I just met him for the first time a few weeks ago. We rode together a few times, and he's got that typical French, just silky smooth, like cool as hell style. So I'm actually excited to see where he stacks up too. But he's been super nice, very, very cool guy. Talks very slow, you know, but he's really, really cool. I'm excited to share the truck with him this summer, and it should be fun, man. I'm looking forward to it. It's always cool when you get new teammates and throw somebody in the truck and get to really know who they are. So I'm excited to see who he is. It'll be cool.
Have you been able to learn a little bit off of him, and vice versa? Has he been able to, you know, get some tips from you as well, being out here?
Not like too much yet, just because we haven't spent too much time together. You know, he came pretty late, you know, for him to come over and try and ride the bike and get used to it and test and do all the stuff, like little tips here and there, little things that I can try and help him with to make him a little more comfortable or just understand it a little bit more. But for the most part, dude, he's a seasoned vet. He's been around, he's done it. So maybe I'll be learning from him at some point this summer. But so far, it's been really cool.
All right, cool. Well, Casey, welcome back, dude. Just tell me real quick, how was getting back on the bike and just your prep leading into Pro Motocross?
Yeah, it's been a minute, man. The last race was Unadilla last year, so I did the math. It's about 285 days since I've had a gate drop. So, yeah, it's been a long journey to be back here. So, super excited to get back behind the gate and get back out there. We've had some good prep time, some good time on the bike, and feeling super comfortable and confident. Yeah, just feeling really good coming into the year. So, super excited to get this thing underway.
Overall, where are you at coming into the series? Yeah, I mean, this was the plan all along. So, you know, I spent quite a bit of time on the 450 leading up to Salt Lake. And, yeah, I had surgery about 10 or 11 days ago now. I mean, I wouldn't be here if I didn't feel like I could be competitive. We all are dealing with something. Mine just, happened to be a little bit worse. So, excited to be here. Thankful to have this opportunity to go racing. And I know how important it is to get this, season started at round 1. So just build from here. And, just happy to be lining up tomorrow.
What's your ambitions this summer? What's your plan?
Yeah, we're here, man. But yeah, it's been the plan the whole time. Obviously, I had an injury coming into Supercross, and it was able to heal on its own. So yeah, it worked out great. And Supercross, as we know, was the priority, and that was where the main focus was. So for me, I'm definitely lacking a little bit of experience and prep coming in this Saturday. But with that being said, the plan and the goal is to race all the races and be competitive. It's been a long time since I've given it a fair shot, and I've never raced on the Star Racing Yamaha team before outdoors, so I'm excited. It's a stacked field, as we know, so it's not going to be easy by any means, but just want to be in the mix and honestly have some fun. Like, it's, for me, a big goal was kind of met last weekend, so for me it's almost just I get to enjoy racing my dirt bike again and try to progress and get better throughout the summer and try to be competitive.
Yeah, most of the time I like being a man of my word, but I haven't been that for deciding on when the end is for racing dirt bikes. I'm going to continue racing, and we're currently trying to work out deals right now. I said I was done, and I've kind of had these weird little injuries in Supercross, and honestly, it has extended my career and extended my ambition for racing.
On the bigger track, we got more room to move. That could be a possibility. Yellow controls it better due to the fact that he's the way he has 4 speed. Back it up. There's a lot of speculation and some different situations throughout the course of the outdoor series. If you took the right steps and brought your in the focus, but I'm sure you could be there, but man, we are glad. that check. I'm gonna get it.